Alright guys, we're going to start with our power clean day. So all we're going to do is we're going to go up in weight a little bit, but we're also going to go up in sets by one. I warned people that last week should be easy because each week it's going to get harder for the next 4 to 6 weeks, and we're going to be hitting some heavy weight as we get there. So hopefully they went the prescribed percentage, and we'll go up from there. If they didn't, there's nothing you can do except, try and recommend the right thing. After that, we're going to do an EMOM. So it's going to be kind of an interesting format here. The first minute's going to be 3, then 2, then 1 touch and go squat cleans. Second minute's going to be cyclical. The third minute's going to be 3 unbroken, then 2 unbroken, then 1 shoulder to overhead, and then fourth minute cyclical. So this will be interesting, but if we have 24 people in a one coach class, I can have 12 barbells out, and then I can have people on echo bikes and ski. The problem is we only have 8 echo bikes and 8 skis. So if you have 12 people doing cyclical work, you just have to understand that half the group is going to go to the bike and half the group is going to go to the ski while people are on barbells. Okay, it sounds complicated, but it's really not. 12 people on a barbell, 6 people on a bike, 6 people on a ski. Then we flip-flop essentially. So hopefully that's somewhat understanding, but we should be able to do 24 pretty easily there. Okay, RX weights 155 and 105. They can only use one bar, so they can't use a bar for the squat clean and then a different bar for the shoulder overhead. Whatever the limiter is, they have to use. Row day, so week 2. So we're going to go up in density a little bit because we're going to do 300 meters at a time. Then we're going to go back to the 250 we did last week and then to a 200. So 3 intervals at a time before our long rest and then 2 sets. So not as many sets as last week, but again, going up in the distance road at first. And we're actually going to take their pace, make it faster. So last week's pace -1 means 1 second faster on their pace. So if they were holding a 2 minute per 500 meter, the goal is a 159 there. The -2 would be a 158. Okay. After that, we're going to do something kind of just like a cash out, something quick for time where we can handle a big group of people. So kettlebell swings, American, and burpees. We're already doing a lot of posterior with the rowing. We didn't do too much posterior because it was all Olympic lifting the day before. So the kettlebell swings kind of already touch on things we've done and things that haven't been hit too hard anyways in the last 2 days. So something we can do there. Strict pull-up week 2 on Wednesday. So we're taking movement hierarchy up for the second movement. So this has got to be unbroken just like last week. They're doing the same amount of strict pull-ups, but now instead of doing kipping pull-ups, they're going to do kipping chest to bar. So obviously that's going to be a little bit harder, and that's the progression there. It's just a more difficult movement there in the progression. After that, we'll do interval training. And the thought was cyclical, rest, push. Rest, posterior, rest, and then push. So really the thought is the double unders and the deadlifts are going to be light enough, at least the deadlifts, where it's not going to be super heavy on their lower body. They have done a lot of hinging in the past couple days, but at that kind of weight, it should be relatively easy. And then we're doing a lot of pulling in the first part, so we're going to try and balance that out with pushing and the different vectors with the handstand push-up and the push-up there. And hopefully that makes sense. Double unders is still shoulders and upper body, and so again, that's just kind of the idea there. Thursday, we're going to do squat maintenance. So front squat, 1 rep with a 3-second pause every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. So if people are actually hitting that pause, each rep is 5-6 seconds. So we can have 2 to 3 people on a squat rack and change weight really quickly if we had to, but there's not a lot of time to change weight, so people will have to move on that. 3-minute rest, and we're going to go down 2 minutes. So an 8-minute AMRAP in partners. 24 feet down and back plate lunge. Okay, so that is 4 mats down and back. All right, they don't have to hold it overhead. They can hold it however they want. However, every minute on the minute, both partners are going to be there because they're going to do 5 Russian partner plate twists each. So they're going to hand it off to the side and do 5 reps each. When it comes to when they switch, they have to get down and back to switch. So even if they're doing those partner plate twists and they're not done with that down and back, whoever was lunging before the plate twist is going to continue to lunge after the plate twists. Okay, and that's 8 minutes. Scoring is going to be every mat, every 6 feet is 1 rep. After a little bit of rest there, again, we're going to do another AMRAP in partners. This time they can switch however they want. They can hold the plate however they want. It's just 15 cal bike, 15 plate squats. Okay. When it comes to Friday, it's our all lifting day. We haven't had one of those just yet, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and switch up the vectors as we always do. So close grip bench press, different kind of bench press. That's a barbell bench press at tempo. Elbowing, bent over rows, that's where the elbows are coming out a little bit. They're still coming back, so please be careful on that. I don't want people internally rotating. Half kneeling dumbbell press, so that's actually in the lunge. We did the split stance a week or 2 ago. This is the different version of that. Toes to bar for some core and lat work, and then leaning lateral shoulder raise. They're just going to grab onto the rig So lean in one direction. Their feet should be on the rig, so they're actually leaning. And then 10 to 12 lateral raises with a light dumbbell, just one side only. So when we do those 4 sets, it's 2 sets each. Okay. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let us know as always.